Hey guys, we're giving you a little fishing report here. It's March 24th. We're going to talk a little bit about our last week of fishing and kind of what's been going on in the river where we are up here in Northern California in Redding. Jay, what's up, dude? What's going on? We've been fishing the last 4 or 5 days. What's been happening?
Fishing's been good. Flows are down to 9,400.
Yeah.
They seem to be stabilizing.
Yeah. The last 2 days, what, 10,000? They dropped maybe just a couple hundred more today. Yeah. So they're going to probably stabilize at 9,000 here for the foreseeable future, it seems like.
Definitely.
They're going to hang out right there. The big flows were a thing for the last couple weeks, and I think we're all pretty happy that things are stabilizing. They're going to stay put for a while. So one thing that happens when the flows stabilize, we've been talking about it the last few days, we haven't seen a ton of bug activity yet. The fish have been eating really well, but there hasn't been a specific hatch really yet like we might have some years. So when the flow stabilizes for a couple of days, we're going to start seeing those bugs that we depend on this time of year. PMDs, March browns, and some caddis are kind of the staples.
Yep.
We did see a ton of March browns 2 days ago. We had a drizzly overcast day, and that weather and those pressure changes will push those bugs. But we had a ton of March browns, big size 14s. They weren't on them crazy like they can be yet,
no.
But they're still eating the egg pretty good in the general attractor stuff, right?
Yeah, I've been fishing, caddis stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Mostly get them to eat caddis and eggs.
Yep.
A little bit of mayfly stuff, but the eggs and the caddis stuff have predominantly been
good for you.
Good for me. Yeah.
Same for me, and I think most of the guys out there that are catching fish right now. There's a lot of suckers spawning in the lower river. You get below Bonneview, and there's quite a few suckers in some of those flats that are spawning. So the yellow egg, there's a lot of trout spawning up top right now too. We don't target those trout. We avoid the reds, but those eggs are just something that those fish really tune into this time of year. So fishing a general attractor egg can be a good thing.
Yeah.
And the general bugs, like we said, not really super specific yet, not the techie PMD stuff yet. That'll probably come pretty soon, but not really techie yet. So stoked about the flow stabilizing. Those bugs, like we said, are going to be more of a thing. And the weather's been a variable too. We had some really nice spring days. We got sunburns for a couple days. It was 75 degrees and the sun was out.
Drizzly the last few days.
Last couple days we've had some clouds, a little more of a drizzle.
And we're expecting more of a drizzle.
Looks like this week, winter's going to grab one more time. We got another few days of some rain coming, which is fine. We're rolling with it. The fishing is going to be fine. The fishing is going to be good still. Yeah. It's just you're going to get wet out there. You're going to wear a jacket, and you're not wearing shorts and flip-flops like we're used to doing this time of year.
But the river's in great shape.
River's in great shape. It's clean, it's green, maybe 4 feet of visibility.
3 to 4 feet.
That perfect color. It's not too dirty. You're still getting fish to eat small bugs. They can see, they're happy, they're comfortable. So the clarity, I think so many people were worried about the clarity like we talked about a couple weeks ago with all the fires we had last year, the river being brown. We're happy to see that the river's clean, it's in good shape.
Yeah.
Flows are dropping and stabilizing really nice. So we're looking forward to continuing this really good spring fishing we've had in the coming weeks. I mean, there's no signs of slowing down. We've had the guys that have been out with us have had banner days. The guys in the last 6 or 7 days that have been fishing with us have had really good days. Maybe some of them have been kind of spoiled if they get to expect that too much. The fishing has been excellent. So we're looking forward to that stuff continuing. I think
there's plenty of happy trout out there. And we're
a lot of happy trout, yeah. And a lot of trout to go around. There's a few boats around now, and certainly not crowded, but there's guys out enjoying the spring weather and the good fishing. So we've been stoked to be out there. We've had our guys out rocking and fishing, and it's kind of that time of year where we're supposed to be back trout fishing. It feels good to be back home and doing what we're doing. I think the next couple things we're looking forward to are we got in the coming week or two, the Upper Sac is one of our favorite walk and wade things this time of year. Before, it's open all year like the Lower Sac. It's not a general trout season like the McLeod and Hat Creek and Fall River. So that's been good the last week or two. We've had a couple guys up there finding some really quality fish coming out of the lake. Bucko's been on some nice fish. Yeah. And that's been a really cool thing if guys want to get out of the boat and do a walk and wade trip. So the Upper Sac is a really cool option right now, and that will continue to be a good thing here coming up. The flows will be a little high, which we like fishing that river when it's a little high. But that's going to be a really good option. And one of my favorite things that probably doesn't get talked about a lot, we've had some super fun days in years past going down river below Anderson and catching some of those river bass, those smallies and those spots.
Yeah, those creek mouths there.
Yeah, near some of the creeks and just down in some of the sloughs, you can get some really good bass fishing. And those combo trips are really fun to mix it up. Ripping a streamer and getting some nice fish, pulling streamers, bass, 2-3 pound bass while you're out there fishing for trout. So really cool option, and we're gonna probably try and get most of our guys to do more of that this spring because it's cool down there.
Yeah, it's just a nice change of pace.
It's a good change of pace. Mix it up a little bit. And, so we're looking forward to the next week. Fishing on the Lower Sac, and going to remain good. We're gonna have a little bit of weather, like we said, but I think everything is going to be up to snuff, and we're looking forward to some good fishing continuing. Upper Sac is a cool option, and the bass thing as we get into these warmer days is going to start cracking off a little bit. So I think that's it, guys. I think we're looking forward to a really good spring and continuing into the summer. So
yeah, definitely.
We'll check in with you guys in about a week. If you guys like this stuff and want to keep hearing these reports, and if you got questions, hit the subscribe button down in the corner and ask some questions. We'd love to hear from you guys a little bit, things that might be valuable to you, what we're doing to, how to be successful going out there. You don't have to get in the boat with us to be successful. Ask some questions, fire away. We love helping you guys out. We like seeing people on the river that are doing it right. So give us a shout, and we'll chat again next week. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.